gameplay coming out here, but the question, of course, Jet, can she take it to her next opponent, Stango, as we get right into this?
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how this matchup is going to go, and they're already into it. Wow, no break for the Wicked, as this is going to be another fire matchup. Top 3 fire characters. I'm just saying, fire kind of broken.
Yeah, kind of overpowered. Great wave land there from Sophie. Get back onto the stage. Down tilt tech chases across the stage now, and a good tech from Stango. Both of these players playing so well defensively in the early game, thanks to the combination of those floor hugs and those well-timed techs.
Yeah, okay, double fair in the corner. Let's see how we're going to opt for the edge guard. We're seeing a lot of this low fair in the corner for Stango. I mean, you know, that probably would have hit if Sophie was actually getting back to ledge.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm glad you were mentioning the low forward air the moment that happened, because the whole reason Sophie had that little kind of forced SD there was because she was trying to space around Stango's ledge pressure.
Yup, all right. Going into this, we see a very even game. Down air, really nice reset, trying to go for something crazy with that huge shine, but I mean, that up B, if you were even slightly mistimed in your pressure in the corner, it just feels like it resets, but wow, very early stock. I did not expect that thing to kill.
Yeah, that was great positioning from Sophie, and that is all because she took the gamble. She didn't go for another up air after her first up air. Ooh, okay. Instead, she went for the down air reset, and you can see how far those extensions take her. That is what Sophie is running away with in these games. But Stango, with the elephant especially, has a lot of opportunity to do the same, and that is exactly what he does. The reverse Tusk's going to take it to an even game.
Yeah, Stango with like a 30-second edge guard there, sequence, just resets perfectly every single time. And I feel like that is one of the things Stango is best at, just not forcing anything past what it needs to be. Just being like, all right, I'm gonna get my little combo, and then I'm going to, you know, force you into the corner and make you make mistakes, and just be like, all right, I'm perfectly set up. And now, when he gets his combo going, when you make one mistake like that, capitalize on it to the utmost, gets that down air, kills off.
This is a matchup of advantage states. And over 5 games, that means it's a matchup of consistency. Because when you get your hit, you have to do exactly what we saw all the way through those last 2 stocks. Anytime someone got advantage, the other person died, except one. Sophie dropped it, gave Stango an opportunity. He took it to the bank. He took the whole game.
Yup. Okay. We see Sophie starting off once again with a big combo, and that's one of the things that Stango said is his favorite thing to do against a Zetterbird pressuring. You hold down and then you parry.
Yes.
And usually what will happen is you'll either get a parry off, or you'll just be able to floor hug a shine. That time he gets the floor hug the shine, doesn't get a huge punish out of it, but be on the lookout for that a lot more in this set. As we see, once again, these forward airs, and a lot of times it ends up hitting even before you get to the wall, so you do not have the opportunity to tech it perfectly spaced there. Not able to get to the ledge at all. Misses the down air, but still. Big ups from Stango.
Another case of Stango taking it all the way to the bank, but he's got a lot of damage on him. Sophie needs to get one more opening in the neutral. Goes for the mix-up with the back air there, which I like, but Stango was ready for it. He recognized something in the positioning and knew that hitbox was coming.
Resetting with these up airs. He's so good at keeping these combos going. Another one of those low forward airs. Let's see what the option is once again. Okay, still able to get to that top platform, but that does not mean the edgeguard is over Latini. It's not even close.
This is oppressive coming out from Stango right now, taking full advantage of the size of the stage. Sophie has plenty of room to run around, but the way Stango is setting up his wall, she's not getting to use it. She's playing the entire game at the ledge.
Lindsay, correct me if I'm wrong, but has Stango been hit this stock?
No,
okay,
that was the first one right there.
Wow, okay. This crazy spot here, forward strong, not enough to do the trick. And see, going for that double jump and text by himself, you know. We saw us earlier, Sophie had incredible text in the corner, but still, Stango proving his worth the same way of not getting a chance to come back. That's really tough when you're forced that low. If you do side B, very similar to what King was doing earlier, just Zetter can drop down very easily and do the shine on reaction, but a full purple off of those tusks. Man, so many ways to combo into the tusk. We've already seen 3 separate ones.
Yes, it's a good move.
Yup. Parry. Oh.
I like the shine there, just reset the situation. Stango does go for the roll mix-up onto stage. I like that. And now we are back into the boxing game. But it is Stango who comes out on top, and he commits, but he overcooks it. This is an opportunity for Sophie. She may have a deficit, but she's got momentum. Going for the up air string, resetting with the fire as well. Taking it all the way across the stage. It is now an even game, Jet.
Oh man, if she's 0 to death after this, it'll be the perfect comeuppance for Stango. He has still not gotten a hit on Sophie after that whip kill on the up B. Finally getting a little bit of a reset floor hug, but the double shine into the up strong is going to be enough off the top of Fire Capital. A game that looked unlosable for Stango. Suddenly,
he found a way.
He found a way. And that's why he's the #1 seed, baby.
Oh my
not just anybody can find a way to lose that game.
That is tough. But you know,
I think that up B, that downward hit of the up B, it needs another buff.
Yeah,
it just got buffed, but I don't think it's strong enough.
Dan, are you looking at this move?
Dan better be watching
this. We need buffs. That is what the people crave, Dan.
The people
buff that
crave
spike hitbox. All right, so game number 3.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Julesville?
It's a fire stage.
Home field advantage.
Yeah, home field advantage.
That worked great last time.
Yep.
Up against the other fire character.
Of course.
Okay, that time we got good DI from Sophie. Did get caught out by the forward throw earlier, but seems a little bit more on it right now.
Yeah, and I think this platform, actual answer, I think this platform does a lot for Stango. In a lot of circumstances, he's able to cover every tech option on the platform on reaction, and we'll see how it's going to end up playing out, because that time he tried to cover it with an up air, but did end up with a slide off. And that's a big defensive tool that we're probably going to see a lot of out of Sophie, especially on this platform.
Goes for that low-angled forward air again, but Sophie gets past it, misses the dash attack, misses twice in a row. Sophie starting to fade away from those options, and sometimes low profile beneath them. Even the tusks are going to whiff now.
Jab 2 onto the platform. Up strong catches the drop through. No magma charge, though, means Sophie lives to fight another day. And great shine there. Puts a lot of pressure in the corner. Not going to work out. Wow, that didn't even push off ledge. I'm really surprised. And that's actually a huge whiff from Stango, being a giant combo the other direction.
He's committing really hard right now, and you can understand why. As he burns his jump again, trying to get back into the fight, and that is the punishment for it. Sophie recognizing his aggression, answering in kind, and her buttons are way faster.
Yeah, she's been getting huge punishes right now, where Stango, it feels like he's been not quite on the same level that he was in the previous games. I'm wondering if there's any sort of residual annoyance in himself after getting that, after falling, not getting that second game when he was up so much.
There's definitely mental damage that occurs in those situations. Even if you're trying not to think about it, you're using mental energy to not think about it.
Yep.
However, sometimes you just need to get one hit, exactly what you were talking about, the reaction tech chases on that massive platform, which is something Sophie can't do back quite as well.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so much damage going the other way. It doesn't matter if she can't quite do it. I mean, she's going to be getting a ton of power here. And yeah, the invincibility from the parry was still there. Stango tried to go for an aggressive option, but he was just like, I'm invincible. What are you doing? That's a free kill.
Yeah, great punish from Sophie. As we move on to game number 4, I'm curious if we're going to see a stage mix-up. I kind of think we might, because that it didn't feel good from my perspective for Stango.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I would switch off to that one, but Stango tends to be relatively stubborn. Is going to go to Fire Capital.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, this will be. Is this the same thing he did last set? Counterpicking to his opponent's his opponent's stage after they did it. This is actually the exact same sequence.
It is.
Stango wins game 1, loses on the counterpick, loses on his counterpick, and then goes to his opponent's counterpick.
That's my go. Oh! Wait, you're fine?
Another parry? Okay, Stango's cooking a little bit.
However, keeping it even, critically, Stango was not able to get big punishes off of those, and also slightly miscalculated. In his defense, I also thought Sophie was going to make it back to stage there.
I think they could have rolled up and it might have worked.
Yeah. I think he expected Sophie to land on stage.
Yup. Okay. There. Covers on the platform. Great reset with the up air, forward air, a hair off. Now Sophie is the one on the aggression. However, Wave dash on and into that up tilt. Resets the situation for Stango. On, but up B.
Great shot. Great catch. And he shakes his head, so you know he disagrees with it.
Oh, man. Shout out Ganger in the crowd there. Another up strong killing off the top. That's one of the dangers of this stage. It feels like Sophie's been getting a lot of early up strong kills.
Yes, that is something that I know a lot of other character players have actually mapped out in this matchup. Should you take this character to Fire Capital? And the answer is usually no, because you still die so early off the top. It's like a 10% difference.
Yup.
However, in this case, I think it might work for Stango.
Yeah, I mean, he counterpicked it, so we have to determine once again who is right and who is out. Because it could be Stango leaving this bracket expeditiously.
Well, we'll have to see how it goes, because Stango right now is keeping it even. He's got an opportunity to close out this stock here as Sophie opts to go low, but that means you have to deal with the forward air pressure. But she's getting better at dealing with it. Those instant, ooh.
That was such a close hit on that back air. Barely missing, and a little bit of a mix-up there means that Sophie is not going to tech. Wow. A lot of times people go for a second move there, and maybe Sophie was waiting to like tech the forward air or something, but just the little tiny magma pop, the baby pop.
What was that up stroke, by the way? It's like, I think you're gonna run at me now.
Hey, you know, that one worked.
Okay, calm down, Stango.
1 out of 3 is not bad.
You got your 2. This is a 3-strike system right now. Sophie gets the stock. Thank you, Sophie. He deserved that.
Yeah, you got to kill people when they do that one. All right, let's see Sophie, her opener combo, dealing 45 so far, keeping the pressure going, gets the reset into the shine. It's going to do a little tick damage with the burn. And now, dangerous spot for Stango, who goes super low, but he sneakily grabs the ledge off of that wall jump, and now it turns it around on Sophie.
Ooh. Timing's a little bit off. Does get the reset on that F tilt too. Shout out to the buffs. Oh, wants the waveland grab, but Sophie knew it. But now Stango has another opportunity. Dash attack gonna put you into the corner. Sophie playing so defensive. Gets the shine. Get off me. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, that undershine could have resulted in so much more. We're gonna see going back to the ledge.
Oh,
just
the timing!
fire off on the timing. Once again, the platform coming to save Sophie's rescue. Off stage, the forwarder misses a little bit. Oh!
But it's okay, because that's empowered. You can't punish it unless you're Sophie. Then you can.